What's up, guys? Solely Ghost 24 here with another video on my latest pickup. Got these from Goat, and trust me, these are some bad boys. I was gonna do a complete unboxing, but now whenever you order on Goat, you have to say say that you received your shoes in the way they were described. So I went ahead and busted them open when I got them yesterday on Christmas Eve. Super fast shipping. Like, they got from California to North Carolina in a day. Boom. Goat was awesome. Good looking out. And fairly reasonable price. Coming in at 420 bucks, about 475 with all the fees and everything. I'm sure you guys already know what it is. It's the most hyped Christmas shoe possibly ever. Got the Kobe symbol, the logo, and here you go with the tag. It's a 10.5 Kobe 6 protro. Green apple, black, volt, and crimson. And bada bing, bada boom. Merry Grinchmas. Man, this is just a wonderful, wonderful shoe. Been chasing this shoe for a decade. Obviously, I didn't want to excuse the laundry in the background. But, you know, let's just tilt this way and not focus on all that. They're clean. They're clean clothes. They don't stink. You know. But anyway, let's get back to this. The shoe at hand. Been chasing this bad boy for 10 years. Just never could bring myself to pay those resales on the 2010 version, the OG. 420 was plenty. Well, at 475, like I said, after you pay the shipping and the fees and everything. So, you know, just chasing this bad boy around and everything. It's just, and to finally have him in hand on Christmas. Well, 2020, let's just say it makes 2020 a little more worthwhile. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. I only have one other pair of sixes. Unfortunately, I did hoop some of my other ones and wear them out. So not a lot to really compare to. And so we'll just start with the bottom like usual. Yeah, the traction pattern, and from what I've seen other people compare online, like Nightwing 2303, not a big difference. It looked like maybe just a slightly more aggressive traction pattern here and there where the little cuts come through the sole. Then the red Kobe shield there. And then this is where this shoe is a little different, is in the midfoot with the cushioning setup and everything. So the original was Phylon. This is a Cushlon. I think, yeah, Cushlon. This is a Cushlon. And there's no zoom unit in the back, even though it says zoom in the back. All the zoom is up here, and it covers the entire forefoot, and it's a smaller, thinner bag, but it covers the entire area where the old six, so it's just kind of a small circular bag. If you take the insoles out, you can see in the originals. And then moving on to the upper, you got that green upper and the scales. Love the scales. Love how they popped the Mamba theme out and they just went all in on it finally with the sixes. And the originals was polyurethane, and it really protects this micro mesh and the fly wire that's underneath. So you can see here, you can see the mesh underneath and the fly wire running through, and the little scales are there to protect all that, especially if you're playing outdoors in more harsh conditions or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And so you got your green with the black swoosh. Very simple, but very nice. And then the torch tongue. Thanks Nightwing again for educating the sneaker community on shoes. And then I can basically regurgitate it. But yeah. I love Zoom. I love this torch tongue. He's right. This is one of the most comfortable shoes ever. It molds to your foot. Very nice. Especially once you get it broken in. Torch tongue. Very breathable. And if you do hoop shoes, this torch tongue really keeps the lace pressure off of your foot, so it don't dig the laces. If you tie your laces really tight when you're hooping or whatever, it doesn't really dig into your foot as bad. Like on the Jordan 34s, I get a little lace digging and it's a little annoying and have to wear my shoes just slightly looser than I like. But that's one of the few complaints on the 34, and it's a great ball and shoe. So if you're looking for a good hoop shoe 2020, 2021, I would go with the 34 Jordan. But back to this, because we're not talking about that. I get a little sidebarred sometimes. We got the red shield on the upper part of the tongue here to top it off, and I cannot wait to put in the crimson laces. It's not really red, it's that orangey reddish crimson color. It's very nice, really makes the shoe pop in my opinion. And again, oh yeah, and this is another thing that was pointed out in the video I watched online. If you look here, there's a very thin line there. So this is retooled and remastered somewhat. The scales may be a little different, maybe a little more defined. And this little line is less defined than on the originals. And then keeping with this, like Nike was just so I feel like Nike was so ahead of the game, because I mean, look at this huge heel counter, which I love, on the back, and this is always a different material on different colorways, but this just looks great, very shiny, very Christmassy, especially with red. And the heel counter, this huge heel counter, really keeps you locked in, while they cut out this portion of it to reduce the weight ever so slightly. And then you can move on. If I unlace it and took it out, it says, I want a shoe that molds to your foot. And as we all know, like a hippie in Birkenstocks, boom, they mold to your foot. So like this thing just molds. When you lace it up to hoop, it does wrap around your foot very nicely. So the 5s, 6s, and 8s, 9s, amazing hoop shoes. 10, lame. 11, great. Never hooped in the 4. I would like to hoop in the 4, but all I got is the Carpe Diem Protro, so that's probably not going to happen. But anyway, if you got the Grinches, let me know. If you want the Grinches and missed out, let me know. If you're going to pay resale, let me know. Just talk to me, sneaker community. Let me know what the deal is and what you think about the Grinches. Is it worth the hype? Is it not worth the hype? To me, it was worth the hype. It was worth the nearly $500. I think it's worth it. For me anyway, after chasing it for a decade. But yeah. Solely Ghost 24. Thank you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And I'm thinking about doing another video where I get my Christmas Kobe's out and just show them off and talk about them a little bit. And maybe a few other of my Christmas shoes and whatnot. So yeah, man, just let me know what you think about the Grinches. And if you guys plan on picking up a pair, if you're going to pay the money, if you're going to try to wait and see if they drop a little bit more, whatever. The market did fluctuate a little bit. I'm a 10.5. I've seen 10.5 go down to 370-ish basically, which means by the time you pay the fees and stuff on StockX or you're going to be back up to about 420 or 430. Well, yeah, probably in the neighborhood of 420. Especially StockX, they're ridiculous. But yeah, dude, just let me know. So it goes 24. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm out.